Das ist fucking Junkos Face.
Ja, hier sieht man es auch wieder nicht.
Ja, das bleibt. Vor allem Sakura!
Ja, ja, Mann, das ist genau deswegen, Mann!
Das hab ich erst gar nicht gesehen.
Ja! Alles so geil.
Celeste ist sich zu fein, überhaupt einen Schwimmbad ranzuziehen. Toko
Ebenso.
will sich nicht waschen.
Aber Chihiro ist im Wasser.
Chihiro ist im Wasser.
Hifumi, ey. Ich hab erst gedacht, Hifumi ist so weit oben, weil Sakurai hochgepuncht hat.
Hätte auch sein können. Kyoko trägt ihre Handschuhe, trotz allem.
Ja.
Sayaka, okay, klar. Hina macht natürlich Bademeister. Mondo, Aufpasser.
Speedos.
Was auch immer Mukuro da macht.
Es wundert mich generell, dass Makoto in diesen Badehosen ist, ne? Und Mondo in Speedos. Also in diesen Dreieckschluppern.
Ja, ich meine, ich würde so eine Dinger nicht tragen, aber dazu gehören halt Eier, ne?
Ja gut, ja, und auch, vielleicht einfach vermutlich auch die Beine.
Vermutlich. Hiro, also Yasuhiro,
der hat,
der ist halt, hat halt Angst vor Sakura. Taka versucht er seine Bestzeit zu überbieten, seine eigene.
Ja.
Chihiro ist...
Schwimmt einfach.
Der covert sich selbst. Junko wieder mit dem Gesicht.
Ja.
Und Leon ist der, diesmal der schuld ist. Junko unterhält sich mit Chihiro, das wissen wir ja alles schon.
Ja.
Yoko trägt wieder ihre Handschuhe.
Ja.
Das ist normal, wir sind ja alle bekleidet.
Ja.
Nur dass Taka dieselbe scheiß Pose hat wie in unserem Bild.
Ja. Scheiß Copy and Paste ist das einfach nur dass er hier die Augen offen hat.
Ja, ich wollte gerade sagen, aus jeder muss die Augen.
Ja,
ansonsten.
Es ist halt wirklich Junkos Face. Also die muss irgendwas zu tun haben. Und guck mal die Krawatte an. Guck mal die Krawatte an. Schwarz und weiß.
Something strange about all of them. Something I can't quite pin down, except for Juko's face. Something.
Can you just forget about the photo already?
No, fuck you.
Trying to trick me with such an obviously fake photo? I'm still pissed about that.
And on top of that, they went to all that trouble to make it look like we were wearing matching uniforms.
So you think they're fake? No, I assure you, they're quite real.
What are you talking about? There's no way.
Yeah, I don't remember ever taking a picture like that. So it's gotta be a fake. I'm sure of it.
But you know, can we really be so sure?
Wenn es die Interviewsache aufkommt.
Don't get me wrong. I don't remember taking this picture either. But is that really enough to be absolutely positive they're fake?
What do you mean?
Wir haben von Toko kein Bild bekommen. Toko, was hast du für ein Bild bekommen?
The reason I don't remember this picture isn't necessarily because it's fake. There might be some other reason. Some terrible reason. An unbelievable but entirely horrifying reason.
Was ist das für ein Wort? Amnesia.
Amnesia. That was fast.
Amnesia.
Let's say that somehow we'd all lost our memories. That could explain it, couldn't it?
Oh, I get it. So we all just lost our memories at the same time and forgot about the photo. Makes sense.
Yes, it does! Finally, you're on the right track!
You expect me to believe such an unbelievable occult type story?
Aber, come on! You're the type of dude you know?
Hiro, ich mag dich, aber...
Aber dass da so ein Alien Laserbeam auftaucht und dein Burger auseinandergenommen, dass das nicht 100% Beef ist. Das ist okay, das ist legit.
We all lost our memories? That's just crazy.
No. Except you, Hina. You still have your memories. I can see them right there in front of you. They're bouncing like boobies, which they are. It's only natural that they wouldn't believe it. But no matter how much they refuse, if that's the absolute truth, they have no choice. We can't move forward until they accept it. And there's another way to prove it besides those pictures. The DVD.
Yup. Interview. Oh. Yep, interview
The
DVD.
fucking DVD.
You're saying we all got spontaneous amnesia? Since when did this turn into some kind of sci-fi fantasy?
Since the beginning, apparently.
I haven't lost my memory. Ever since I got to this school, I remember everything that's happened.
Those photos aren't the only things that point to the possibility of memory loss. This DVD does the same thing.
He pronounced it wrong.
Show us something indecent, are you?
It's my dick if you're talking about that.
It's a video of all of us being interviewed by the Hope's Peak Academy headmaster.
When you say all of us, you mean
All of us.
I mean all of us, including you.
Erst The Rest of Us, dann The Danganronpa und jetzt All of Us.
Sollte mal besser.
Ja.
I never did any kind of interview.
Erinnerst du dich nicht an eine schwarze Couch?
No, it's not a lie. Just watch the DVD and you'll see for yourself. The headmaster did, in fact, interview you.
What are you saying?
I didn't imagine you would remember.
It's not about whether or not I remember. You expect me to believe all this? That I lost my memory somehow?
Well, we don't have any way to refute it, so we have no choice but to accept it as reality.
I hate you, but thank you.
We're talking about living, breathing amnesia here.
To be honest, I have something else on my mind right now.
Something else?
You said the DVD contains recordings of us being interviewed by the headmaster, right? What were the interviews about?
The headmaster sat each of us down, one at a time, and asked us the same question. He asked us if we could accept the idea of spending the rest of our lives in this school.
What kind of question is that?
And how did we answer?
We'd say no, obviously.
Actually, we all said we could. Even me. I heard myself say yes. I could spend the rest of my life at this school.
Why? Why would you say yes to something like that?
I don't know. I don't remember a thing.
The same goes for everyone else. Nobody remembers. You don't remember choosing to live here forever, or even talking to the headmaster about it at all.
It doesn't matter if I remember or not. Even if I bought the whole amnesia thing, the idea that I would want to live here forever? That's just insane! How can I believe that?
Insane or not, we can't move forward until you accept it. Am I right?
You sure are, 'cause it's all true.
What?
I know it sounds absurd, but if it's the truth, there's nothing we can do about it.
Indeed, we only have one path in front of us.
Then, really?
Yep, you all totally lost your memory at the same time.
This is all making my head hurt.
And this isn't like some normal kind of memory loss. You stole those specific memories from us, didn't you?
Oopsie, you figured that part out too, huh?
Of course. There's no way we would all just happen to get amnesia at the same time. How could someone just steal our memories?
How? Come, that hardly matters right now. If I said it was hypnotism, would you believe me? Or we opened up your skulls and messed with your brains? Would you really believe anything I said? How it happened doesn't matter right now.
Also kommt vermutlich später erst zum Einsatz.
What matters is figuring out what memories you took from us. That's what you're trying to say, right?
I knew I could count on you.
The interview with the headmaster, taking that group photo, those can't be the only memories we lost. There must have been a purpose to it all. A reason for taking away our memories.
Of course there was a purpose. It all has to do with the original motive.
The original motive?
You mean the motive you came up with? To try and get us to all kill each other?
Ach, das rauszukommen.
That has something to do with the memories you stole from us?
It sure does. But that part's still a secret. Anyway, I'm sure it's not easy, but let's all focus on the class trial for the murder of Mukuro Ikusaba.
Oh yeah, that's still a thing.
Okay, so you want us to figure out who killed her before we do anything else.
So until we do that... Well, either way, we have to explain every last remaining mystery. So... The one who killed Mukuro, the true mastermind, that's what we need to expose.
Profile.
So who did it? Who killed her?
Whoever did it is the same one who's behind everything. That much I'm sure of.
But when you think about it, is the mastermind really here in the school?
Of course! They have to be here somewhere.
What makes you so sure?
What does make me so sure?
Exactly. You're just making stuff up. There's no way the mastermind is here. The mastermind is probably a million miles away.
Nee!
Was los? Bist du still?
Ich hab doch nie gesagt!
Kam nicht rüber, danke Discord.
Ich hab extra auf den Knopf gedrückt.
Wow.
Ich hab jedes Mal auf den Knopf gedrückt. Du kommst bei mir nicht durch. Danke Discord.
How do you know? Did you find some evidence or something?
As a matter of fact.
Data center, I found a panel that controls Monokuma. The mastermind must have been using that to control him all this time. So there can't be any doubt. The mastermind has been inside the school all along.
There can't be any doubt. In which case, there also can be no doubt that the mastermind is one of us.
Are you sure about that, Bakula?
Recall
There's
what
still
Makoto
someone.
told us Monokuma said to him earlier.
Huh?
Yeah. This killing game began with 16 participants. And the only yeah.
So if the mastermind is in the school, we have to assume it can only be that 16th student.
Whoever that
How did
is.
they manage to survive all of this?
So we're the only ones here? It's not me. I'm not the mastermind.
Well, it's not me.
I believe you.
Kodo!
Natürlich.
What? Why me? Cuz! It's super weird how you're the only one who survived being executed.
Das hat damit nichts zu tun. Das bedankt sich bei Alter Ego.
Oh, I get it. The only way he could have survived is if he was actually the mastermind himself, right?
You not see Alter Ego's face on the fucking screen!
Wait, what are you trying to say?
Everyone, calm down. There's no reason to panic. The mastermind's true identity will become clear soon enough. Just as soon as we find out who killed Mukuro.
That's a good point. Rather than wasting time bickering, we should put our minds to work solving this mystery.
Warum sammelt er immer mehr Pluspunkte bei mir?
Ja, bei mir auch. Das ist...
Yeah, well, how much time have we already spent talking about the murder?
Enough.
Wir haben gerade angefangen.
He's right. What more is there to talk about?
If you want something to talk about, I think there might be one thing. We haven't fully established what Mukuro's fatal injury was.
Huh? But I thought we figured that out. She died when she got hit in the back of the head.
No, that isn't actually what killed her. It was something entirely different. Wouldn't you agree, Makoto?
Mukuro's actual cause of death must have been the other wounds.
I got it! All of the wounds covering her body. That's what really killed her.
Hey, now hold on a second. You did read the Monokuma file, right?
Did you? The body was covered with other wounds, but these were at least several days old.
It made it pretty clear. Those wounds were made at least a few days ago. So they can't possibly be what killed her.
Consider this. What if the murder itself took place at least a few days ago?
What?
What if, when we discovered her body, she'd already been dead for several days? If that's true, then naturally the wounds that killed her would appear to be however many days old.
That doesn't make any sense.
It does?
Because she had all those wounds before she ever came here.
Huh? How do you know that?
Isn't it obvious? She was the ultimate soldier, right?
No, my friend. No.
You're wrong.
Thank you.
She denied me before I could even say anything.
Gang 5, bitte wieder aufwischen. Eventuell Mob bereithalten.
Come on. I mean, you think I'm...
Never mind. All the way. Gang 5, bitte.
Hier spricht Kasse 3. Bitte Gang 5 aufwischen. Danke.
Das klingt wirklich wie so eine Durchsage, wenn du das machst, ey, so gut. Gehst du damit einfach nur näher ans Mikrofon oder wie machst du das?
Ich gehe einfach nur bis direkt an den Popschutz.
Ach so, das klingt halt wirklich wie eine Durchsage.
Ja, gekonnt ist eben gekonnt.
Okay, at least listen to what I have to say before you deny me.
I can already deny you because you already said everything. If you're so sure we're gonna deny you, why bother saying it in the first place?
Profile, yep.
Mukuro was the ultimate soldier. She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it, obviously, she got all those wounds in battle.
Ah, so war zu
Are you
spät.
finished?
Los! Warum hast du losgelassen?
Ich hab dich losgelassen.
Ja, aber das schneller sein.
There wasn't anything cute about it.
Danke, Hiro.
Das Ding ist, ich muss ja natürlich auch erstmal lesen, was da gesagt wird und alles.
Man weiß aber schon ungefähr, was kommt, wenn man die Antwort hat.
Ja.
Okay, one more time.
She must have been in 100 different battles. So, when you think about it,
And here we go.
she got all
Nee. Jetzt kam's durch.
No, Mukuro didn't suffer those wounds in battle. The file we found in the headmaster's room said as much. Despite the time she spent in battle after battle as a member of Fenrir, when she entered this school, she hadn't sustained a single injury.
to be denied so completely. Actually, it's kind of refreshing. Maybe it's because of all of Master's training.
Hä?
Gang 5 bitte immer noch.
Da denke ich auch nur so, Alter, what the fuck ist falsch mit der Alten?
Anyway, so we can be sure that Mukuro suffered all those wounds after coming to this school. In which case, they could be the very thing that killed her.
As a matter of fact, it's hard to imagine any other possibility. When examining her body, I found that her stomach and head wounds came after she was already dead.
Unless anyone has any better suggestions, I think we can say this with confidence. The wounds Mukuro sustained all over her body are what ultimately killed her.
Nice.
Und jetzt guck mal an, wie das alles aussieht.
I'm a simple man. I see boobies, I push like.
Remember.
The 5th of November.
No, not that. Aber guck mal, wie das so platziert ist, wie das aussieht. Und erinnert dich an Junko, was ich gesagt habe.
Ja, eine mitten durchs Herz, das passt.
Ja, und generell überall. Also... Wenn das Mukuro gewesen ist, statt Junko, wenn das dann irgend so ein Vertauschding, Verkleidungsding, Bullshit irgendwas ist.
Oh, es macht Sinn.
Ja.
Es macht aber Sinn.
Anfangs war es wirklich einfach nur so eine Theorie. Jetzt, wo ich das sehe, denke ich mir so, warte mal, das könnte so passen, wo die Speere so gelandet und rausgeguckt haben. Es passt einfach.
Ich habe jetzt die genauen Positionen der Speere nicht im Kopf, aber okay.
Ja, aber
Kommt wahrscheinlich nochmal. Ich versuche mir das jetzt mal so ein bisschen zu merken. 2 im Arm. Da. Okay.
Mach dir einen Screenshot.
But if that's what killed her,
Jetzt ist es spät.
then does that mean she's really been dead for who knows how long?
That's exactly what it means. When we found her body in the garden, she'd already been dead for several days.
Ja.
So then, what about the little matter of what happened last night?
Hallo.
Makoto, you said you were attacked in your room by a masked assailant.
Schon, das ist ja eigentlich immer noch mit dieselbe Nacht. Oder Dingens, ne? Die haben ja nicht gepennt.
Ja.
If Mukuro
Nicht
had already
wirklich.
been dead for several days, certainly it couldn't have been her. So
But
who
what
was
if?
it that attacked you?
The identity. The one who attacked me. I can't think of anyone else. The mastermind.
Yep.
I got it! The one who attacked me was the true mastermind. When we discovered Mukuro in the garden wearing the same mask,
Hello again.
I naturally assumed she must have been the one who attacked me. But I was wrong. It wasn't her at all. It was the mastermind.
What are you laughing at?
Oh, don't mind me. I'm just getting a little impatient sitting here listening. I think I'm gonna jump in. Let's start off with a nice, easy question. Your assumption that I attacked Makoto is just that, right? An assumption. You can't really know who was under that mask, can you? I mean, that's the whole point of a mask.
You said
The identity
ass.
of the masked attacker is Mukuro Ikusaba. At least, that's what I think.
You think? You're the one who's supposed to know how this went down.
Do you have any evidence that might convince me otherwise?
Oh, fuck off. Of course we have. No, there's no way Mukuro is the one that attacked me. Even if I didn't see their face.
Hello again.
Mukuro had a very obvious Fenrir tattoo. Comparing that to the masked attacker,
Ah, stimmt, hat er nicht.
yeah, it's not there. It should be obvious.
Oh.
I think we have to do a little substitution.
Face, right?
So what?
Can't have any idea who was under that mask.
So what?
I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand? Or the left hand? Maybe the right foot? Or perhaps the left foot? Or could it be the hips?
What? Her most noticeable feature, the tattoo that marked her membership in Fenrir. Also doch die rechte
Die
Hand.
rechte Hand.
That tattoo was in a certain easy to spot area.
Okay, rechte Hand.
Never saw their face, right? So you can't have any idea who is under that mask.
Wie cool das einfach gemacht wurde, ey.
Now, it was
Richtig gut, ja.
Ikusaba.
You're wrong. Even without seeing their face, there's another part of the attacker we can use to prove it wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it the right hand?
Yes! What?
Ah, warte.
Shoot!
Wait.
What?
You never saw their face.
Monokuma-Feinde. Wir müssen das einscannen.
Can't have any idea who was under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was
Wir müssen die rechte Hand erstmal einscannen.
Ja.
You're wrong.
Ja, hab ich glaube ich gleich, ja, die klingt schon, das müssen wir was einscannen. Und jetzt plötzlich so,
Ach ja, wir müssen ja was einscannen.
Wasn't her.
Oh? And what is this other part? Is it
Well, I wonder.
or the left
So,
hand?
right hand.
Maybe the right foot. Or perhaps the left foot. Or could it be the hips?
Aber worauf müssen wir das jetzt schießen? Rechte Hand, Tattoo.
Na, warte. Mach mal weiter. Mach mal einfach nochmal.
You never saw
Right.
their face, right? So you can't have any idea who is under that mask. I'm telling you now, it was Mukuro Ikusaba. No.
Nee! Geil, ich musste nicht mal ins Wiki gucken.
Mukuro had a tattoo on her right hand, if I remember correctly. A representation of Fenrir. In other words, a wolf tattoo.
That looks more like a cat.
But I saw the right hand of the person who attacked me.
Well, look at my hand again.
Tattoo.
Das ist auch so ein Screen, den wir oft sehen.
You didn't say hello this time.
There's no way the person behind the mask was Mukuro.
Yeah, well, okay. You got me. I guess it wasn't her. But that still doesn't prove that it was me. It could have been, someone else, right?
Hiro, Toko, Hina, and I all have solid alibis for that entire night.
Yeah, we were in the gym tearing you apart, so it could have been any of us.
Oh, okay, sure. It couldn't have been any of you. But what about Kyoko? It totally could have been her.
Wir müssen sie eigentlich bloß dazu jetzt überreden, die Handschuhe kurz auszuziehen und zu sehen.
Ja, weil sie ja Narben darauf hat. Und diese Hand, die wir da in dem Raum gesehen haben,
War
als wir
narbenfrei.
angegriffen
Ja,
wurden,
ja.
hatte keine fucking Narben.
Uh-oh. No
Ich mag diesen
stabby
Track
Coco.
einfach.
Yep.
Did I score a bullseye?
If you insist, I don't mind showing you.
Oh, new fetish unlocked.
What do you think? I'll show you the one thing that proves beyond a shadow of a doubt it wasn't me.
Before anyone could say anything. Kyoko was removing her gloves.
Ach du, die sehen ziemlich verbrannt aus, oder?
Uh-huh.
Your hands!
Without thinking, I let out a gasp. It was more than just a little burned skin.
Alter.
Awful, isn't it?
Dezent.
It happened when I was first learning to be a detective. I was inexperienced.
I thought you didn't want anyone to see those scars.
Well, in this case, it's kind of different.
If it means we get another step closer to unmasking the mastermind, it doesn't really bother me.
That's my point, yes. Kyoko seemed to savor the words as she said them. Then she put her gloves back on. Komm, sie hat dir auch die rechte Hand gezeigt, also ist alles okay.
Genau.
Scars should suffice as proof.
They do.
Hello!
Makoto, did the person who attacked you have scars like mine?
Let me think. Maybe.
What? No.
No, not at all. I'm positive.
Then this much has been made clear. There can be no doubt that the one who attacked Makoto is the true mastermind.
Well, shit.
This is just awful. On top of my secret being revealed, I had to look at those positively grotesque scars of yours. Sorry, did I say that out loud? I do hope I didn't hurt your feelings.
Don't worry, she doesn't have feelings. See? See?
Sure, as long as it means pushing me farther into the corner, right? But I'm not cornered just yet. Because if you haven't noticed, the circumstances surrounding Mukuro's death are totally unknown.
Oh, are they?
All we know right now is she was killed a good while before this morning.
On the contrary, we don't know anything other than that.
You're not
Are
going
you
to
sure?
tell us she was already dead before we arrived here or something, are you?
In that regard, you have nothing to worry about. I promise you, without a doubt, she died after our little killing game began here.
Es macht immer mehr Sinn.
Es macht immer mal Sinn, dass es Junko ist. Weil kaum war das mit Sayaka passiert,
Hat sie ja...
ist sie ausgetickt, es hat auf ihn,
Nein. Sie ist nicht ausgetickt. Monokuma ist irgendwie losgestürmt und hat sie als Ziel ausgewählt.
Nein.
Sie hat sich verteidigt, hat ihn zu Boden gestampft und er hat einfach nur die Speere losgelassen. Woraufhin Kyoko gesagt hat, du hattest eigentlich keinen Grund, sie direkt umzubringen. Das habe ich letztes Mal schon angemerkt.
Then somehow she was killed in secret without any of us knowing.
Nein, ihr wart alle da!
And after she died, who knows how much time went by before we found her, right?
0 seconds flat!
ich meine, der Groschen ist bei denen noch nicht gefallen, aber ne?
Ja!
Stash her somewhere? She
No!
couldn't have been in the garden the whole time, could she?
She wasn't!
If she was, she would have been totally decomposed. Just like your brain.
You have a point, Toko, but there is still the morgue.
Then she
You can
was
keep her
being
body
stored
fresh.
somewhere?
Yes!
But to hide a body here, to just store it somewhere?
In the morgue? There's only one place! I can't think of anywhere else the body could have been stored.
Kitchen. Pool!
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 Mukuro's body was probably kept hidden in the biolab.
Pool!
Eigentlich würde ich wirklich gerne, aber es geht so. Einfach Pool! Einfach mal gucken, was die Dialoge sind.
Biolab? You mean on the 5th floor?
No, the first, of course! Dumbass.
Oh, the cellar!
That's right. It's actually set up for use as a morgue. So it's the perfect place to hide a body. And it'd keep the body preserved at the same time.
Then
All
you're
true.
also saying the body was moved from the biolab to the garden.
And I have no doubt that that's exactly what happened. In fact, I have proof.
The proof that shows the body was carried from the biolab to the garden. The fucking tart?
Yep.
There's something that made its way from the biolab to the garden.
Also, ja, mit rechter
I
Master.
got it! What makes me so sure the body was carried from the biolab to the garden is the tarp that we found in the garden. When I was checking it over again, I noticed something. I noticed that some text had been stamped on one corner of the tarp.
Oh, it says biolab.
Holy cow! How'd you notice that tiny little thing?
I used my eyes.
Es ist eigentlich ganz schön groß drauf gedruckt, aber ist okay.
Makoto's nitpicky nature seems to have surfaced with perfect timing.
Fuck you.
This proves that the tarp originally came from the biolab. In fact, there's a whole stack of tarps just like it in there.
So when the killer moved the body to the garden, they must have grabbed a tarp to wrap it in. Then they simply left it as it was to protect against the sprinklers, and put the coat on it afterwards.
You made everything sound so amazingly consistent.
That's because it is.
That's just a wild guess.
Are you sweating, Frank?
Where's your evidence? Proof that the body was wrapped in a tarp and moved.
There is no evidence. I was simply explaining what I think happened. But you seem to be getting pretty worked up about it, wouldn't you say?
Oh shit!
Now that the conversation has turned to the topic of the biolab, you must be getting pretty nervous. Because the key to uncovering your secret identity is hidden within that room.
You talking about unmasking the mastermind?
You see, the biolab contained an inconsistency. One so major it can't be overlooked.
An inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
La la la, I can't hear you. La 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 la.
the fuck?
La la la. What the?
Such a child. Oh well, just ignore it.
I need to pull myself together and think. The inconsistency in the biolab. Could you be talking about...
Hey, by the way, Makoto, what about that one thing?
What one thing?
What do you think I'm talking about?
My dick?
Family.
Basically the same.
What about them?
What? About them?
You forgot about that video message.
Oh yeah, I'm gonna getting a cat.
Also, I'm not worried about my sister because she's gonna be in another game in the series, so fuck you.
Are you sure your family's still okay?
Well, my sister certainly is, and the cat almost certainly.
Why are you bringing that up now?
Your mom, your dad, your little sister.
Fuck my sister. I mean, no, don't fuck my sister.
Are they really as safe as you might have assumed?
Yes, yes, I am.
Stop talking about that.
Calm down, Makoto. He
Calm
wants
down,
you to...
calm down. Yeah, I need to calm down. I can't let him get to me. He's just saying that because he knows we're getting close to the truth of the biolab. So if I want to shut him up, I need to expose the inconsistency and slam him with it. The inconsistency has to be my dick. And that one area where the numbers just don't match up.
Oh Gott.